Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Biro here. I am a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading with a message for you from Spirit. Now, I do want to say, for those of you that are joining for the first time, when I do mediumship readings, I just go straight direct to Spirit. I don't use cards. It's this pathway that opens. But for these general readings, I find cards are just such a beautiful way to add a visual to the messages coming through. So that's why I love using them. I encourage you guys to use oracle cards too, if you're interested. I do also have a video on this page, if you scroll through the videos, about how to use oracle cards. It's a 15-minute video. After you watch that, you can just jump right in and get started too. So definitely worthwhile. But enough of me chatting. Let's dive into the message for today. All right, let's see here. This is very interesting. Okay, first card is the initiation card. Okay, followed by starseed, followed by trust your path. Now, I love this. This is so much for all of you that consider yourselves a starseed. All of you, pretty much those that are watching this, you know you are connected to something more, which is why you're interested in things like astrology, spirituality, oracle cards, tarot cards, all that kind of stuff. You know there is something more. And in many cases, that is a definition of a starseed. You're connected to the cosmos. You're connected to this greater hub of energy of knowing. So this message here is specifically for starseeds. I'm going to start with this one. This one says, what lights you up? So we've talked about this a little bit this week about, finding what aligns in your life, aligning it, balancing it with play and all of that to be your brightest light forward. But the specificity of this message right now is this card here, initiation. This card is like right being at the crossing of a threshold or this rite of passage. And if you look at the card, where they're walking up on this path is dark, but if they look ahead, they can see that they're just about to cross through into a different dimension, into a different world, into a different perspective, way of being. There's so many ways in which we could view that. And they're close. And this is the message that we're really close here to passing through this threshold. Now, remember that when we are moving forward in change, sometimes the most daunting, scariest, exhausting, all those kinds of words, that feeling happens the most as we near that threshold, right? That's the point where we just question at the very end, like, am I really doing this? Is this really real? Is this really happening? All those kinds of things. But they're saying, move through it to the other side, cross that, recognize that right now you're going through, in essence, like a rite of passage. And in order to support us in that knowledge is this card, which is trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And I like to consider this as the other side of this threshold. So you can see at the top of this card here, there's this gateway, as if someone has come from the mountains and come through. And so that's why when we see this darker part is the mountains, and they move through that gateway to those bright purple colors, which is this side. So this reading here is they're essentially saying, cross this threshold, which you're in front of right now, and you will see that it is this on the other side. So if we're telling you that it is this on the other side, can you trust your path? Can you trust your light? Can you trust your highest alignment? Can you trust self in your heart? This is saying do that, because as you do that, you embody your starseed nature. You embody you. You can trust this path, right? So remember, we are really at this point right now, but we are moving into this, which allows us to completely embody this. Love when readings end up like this. This is beautiful. So I really hope that helps you guys inspire your hearts to open further, because this really is the time for you to be you, embody you, embrace you, because that helps you just have so much more compassion for everyone else around you, which then inspires those around you. So this is exciting. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this is the first time you're joining me, thank you. Please do like and subscribe. and share for that matter. And if you're looking to deepen your practice, explore, and expand your consciousness, do check out avalonspirit.com. There's lots of goodness there. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.